All right, Sixer Nation, to be honest with you, I wasn't even going to make this video. As you can probably see, I'm dead tired right now. We have a live stream to do tomorrow night. It's going to be a very fun draft reaction show, so be sure to come through. We'll see what happens and all the chaos that ensues with the Sixers draft to whether they make the pick or not. But I have been going back and forth for the last couple hours on Twitter with Sixer fans, and I just need to get some things off my chest because in case you were living under a rock, or maybe you were taking a nap, or you were at work, or whatever the case may be, and didn't see, the Brooklyn Nets have decided to trade Mikal Bridges to the New York Knicks for Bojan Bogdanovic, 4 unprotected first-round picks, a protected first-round pick via the Bucks, an unprotected pick swap, and a second-round pick. So essentially, they give up Bogdanovic, 5 first-round picks, an unprotected pick swap, and a second-round pick. Now let's look at these picks, okay? They gave up a 25, 27, 29, and 2031 first-round unprotected pick and a 25 protected first via Milwaukee. You know what that means? The Knicks still have their 2 late first-round picks tomorrow night. So they did not give up this year's 2 first-round picks. They give up future picks, and they still can draft players tomorrow night. And they get Mikal Bridges, right? And as you know or may not know, I am a Nova fan. I've said that many times before. Even watching these playoffs, seeing how Brunson and them were acting, and seeing the Sixers go up against my Nova guys, Brunson, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, and now they have the whole gang back together by adding Mikal Bridges. I am already not looking forward to playing that team next season. The Knicks got better. Okay, I know a lot of people are saying to me right now, don't worry, Mikal Bridges is not that good. Mikal Bridges is a volume shooter. He's not that guy. He stinks. I think the ineptitude and the deficiencies of the Brooklyn Nets have people fooled. Mikal Bridges is a damn good player. The Knicks got better. And talk about the chemistry factor, it's already there. Let's talk about the Nets for 1 second, and then we'll get back to the Knicks. All right, I don't care about the Nets. They are a terrible organization from top to bottom. They're now going into what? Their 3rd or 4th version of the rebuild. Really, one of their only secure players left is Ben Simmons. That tells you all you need to know. It failed. Every iteration of the Nets failed. But the fact that they trade him to New York, the team that constantly clowns their organization and their fan base that clowns their own fan base. I mean, I'm sick to just even see that. People are saying, oh, let's give the Nets applause because they finally went in the right direction and rebuilt. Congratulations. You guys have hit the reset button again. You failed to build around Bridges and Cam Johnson. Who says it's not going to be more of the same? But to trade him to the Knicks in the conference to New York, I'm sick about that. I hate the Nets. I'm frustrated. But anyway, back to the Knicks. The Knicks took a risk. That's what good teams do. I know people are going to say it's a crazy overpay. I don't disagree with you. This is way, way more than what Bridges is worth. This is a haul. But now they just set the new market for the trades, right? I mean, Gobert got traded for a ton of assets before. Let's just say Lauri Markkanen or Jimmy Butler was to get traded, right? Imagine how many picks you're going to have to give up to get one of those guys now. They just set the parameters. They hit the market first. It's all about timing. And the Knicks got better. Sometimes you have to take a risk if you want to be a championship contender. All right. Why I'm really frustrated, other than the Knicks are going to be very annoying to play, is that another team in the East got better. It's never the Sixers. I'm frustrated about that. Maybe this wasn't the right move for the Sixers, okay? Maybe this wasn't the one. But whether it's the Cavs getting Mitchell, or last year the Celtics go above and beyond, they get Porzingis and Holiday. Now the Knicks get Bridges. Right? The Sixers had Jimmy Butler. They let him go. They tried to get Harden. Wasn't the right move. It's never the Sixers that get the move to put him over the top. And people are happy that we didn't give up picks in 2031? Do you know how different life is going to be in 2031? We're worried about a first-round pick. Are we trying to win now? Now it feels like all signs are pointing towards signing Paul George. But there is one other caveat, and it's the hope that you can go out and get OG Anunoby. Earlier today, this was put out on NBA Central. An anonymous NBA exec says he would offer OG an average of $46.4 million per year. I'm starting to think this was Daryl Morey. There's no coincidence it comes out like this. Now, the reports are following that the Knicks want to keep OG Anunoby. They want to keep Hartenstein. I haven't looked at the numbers to see if it's even possible. I'm sure they're going to try to keep them. But it now gets very intriguing about OG's free agency. Can the Sixers find a way to lure him away and get him to Philadelphia with his old coach, Nick Nurse? If the Sixers end up getting OG Anunoby out of this, I'd be very happy. But I would not pay him a max. I wouldn't pay him $46 million per year. That you cannot do. Maybe they go and sign Paul George. I don't know what's going to happen, but another Eastern Conference team got definitively better, and I don't think we should be here throwing a parade. It's never us to make the big move. There's still a lot of time. There's still a lot of moves to be had out there, but they're starting to dwindle a little bit. Now, on top of that whole trade, Adrian Wojnarowski put this out, and I was like, what? What is going on here? There was another trade that happened right after. The Nets and the Rockets then had trade to, return original picks involved in the James Harden trade years ago. It was a whole thing. But now the Rockets are trying to get Kevin Durant. Now the Suns don't really seem intent on giving him up. But let's just say the Rockets were able to get Durant. Well, that's another name off the board, right? I posed that trade before. Like, these guys are out there. The Sixers cannot just wait back on their heels and say, well, something will fall into our lap. No, they have to go out and get what they want. Big summer, a lot of cap space, a lot of options, but you can't just sit back. The Knicks just got better. They got their guy already. We're not even at the draft yet. Something has to happen here. And it's really frustrating seeing that it's the other team to always make it happen and not the 76ers. Here's my, final statement, and then, like I said, I will see you all tomorrow night. The Sixers need to empty the war chest. They need to offer every draft pick possible to get Lauri Markkanen and sign OG Anunoby. Lauri Markkanen, based on his contract for this season, right? He's trying to sign an extension, but he's got 1 year left. Financially, I know they could afford Lauri Markkanen for this season and sign OG Anunoby. If they can do that, I feel comfortable with this team moving forward. Now, obviously, this is not the only option, right? Like, if they don't do this, then they're just cooked automatically. But here's what I would do. Sixers want to make a splash. They want to say, yo, let's go to war with the Knicks and the Celtics and these other teams next year. I would offer every draft pick for Lauri Markkanen. Sure, it's probably a fantasy. Danny Ainge most likely will not trade him. But this is the type of splash move you have to make. Get OG, get Lauri, get some of these guys, and let's go to war, man. That's really all I got. What do you think, Sixer Nation? Let me know down below. Did the Knicks get better? Do you think they made a bad trade? Do you think they made a good trade? What is going to happen now? Who are the Sixers going to target? Who are they going to get? Give me your thoughts down below. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We have a huge week ahead of us, and the craziness is already underway.